Week 5, we are almost there. It's never too late to join in. Let's do it. We have a little bit of a different structure than we've had in the past. So how this is going to work, for our beginner option, you're going to have a buy-in and a cash out. What that means is that once you do it one time through, you are done it and you are not going back to it. So you are going to start with 75 jumping jacks or 75 stepping jacks. Once you get those done, you are moving on to the 4 rounds, okay? And then after you have your 4 rounds done, you are gonna do your cash out. And the cash out is the same thing, 75 jumping jacks or 75 stepping jacks. And then that is when the workout is complete. In the middle here, we have 4 rounds to get through. Each round consists of different types of static holds. And so the first type we have is a 30-second wall sit. After you've accumulated 30 total seconds of that wall sit, you will move on to 30 seconds of a high plank hold, 30 seconds of a hollow hold, and 30 seconds of a pike hold, which we will show you. So what I mean by a cumulative amount of those seconds is that, let's say for example, you're not able to hold the wall sit for all 30 seconds in a row. I want you to time how long you're able to hold it. Let's say for example, it's 15 seconds. And if you need to rest, that rest time does not account for the 30 total seconds that you need to hold that wall sit. So you would then restart your clock and hold it for the remainder of the 15 seconds. And then after you have each of those holds, you go into the cash out like I said, and then your workout is finished. For advanced version, for the buy-in, we have 50 tuck jumps. And then for our cash out, it is also 50 tuck jumps. In the center here, it's a little bit different. It's 4 rounds starting with a 1-minute wall sit, a 1-minute high to low plank, a 1-minute hollow hold, and then our 1 minute of handstand holds. So for this, if any of these things are a little bit too challenging, for example, the handstand holds, I still want you to try them. But if it's just not a question, we're not doing it, then what we can do is exchange that for a pike hold, but still do a minute of each of these things and still you do the other movements. For our beginner's option, we have full jumping jacks, which our feet are going to separate, our hands are going to come up together at the top and then back down. We also have stepping jacks. For these, one foot goes out, and then our hands come up overhead in a controlled manner. For our wall sits, we want our knees at a 90-degree angle, and we want our feet right under our knees. Our backs are going to be against the wall, and our cores are going to be braced. So we're squeezing our core as we do this wall sit hold. For a high plank hold, we want our hands under our elbows under our shoulder. We want our cores engaged and everything squeezed tight, our quads, our glutes, everything very tight, very rigid, and then you're gonna breathe through this exercise. For a hollow hold, we have 2 options. The first option, your heels are on the ground, you are leaning back, your core is holding you in place, and your hands down by your side. To make this more difficult, you can bring your hands up over your head and maintain that hollow hold position. For our pike hold, we're going to walk our hands out a few steps from our feet. In this position, we want most of our weight through our hands, holding ourselves in place, keeping our cores very tight, and we will hold this position for 30 seconds. For advanced version, we have tuck jumps. For these, we are jumping to the sky and bringing our knees up to our chest. If you want to do it quicker, you can, as soon as your feet contact the ground, jump right back up. For our wall sits holds, very similar. If you're able to get lower in this, that would be good. And then again, we're keeping our backs against the walls, cores braced to our spines, and then holding for as long as we can, accumulating a minute. For our high to low plank, starting in the high plank position, moving down to your forearms and then back up to your hands. You want to keep your hips in line with this movement, so make sure you're bringing your whole body down and then your whole body back up. Keep your core super tight and engaged. For our hollow rocks, we are going to have a half moon position. Our hands are up over our heads and we are creating motion, rocking back and forth, keeping your core super tight and engaged. For our handstand holds, I want you to try attempts first. So do little baby kicks up towards the wall. Once you feel comfortable, I want you to do a full handstand hold where your heels contact the wall and you push up away from the ground, keeping your core tight, your quads squeezed, and holding for as long as you can and then kicking down. Hope you guys have fun moving your bodies in week 5. Only one more week to go. I'll see you next week.